So that raises what's happened in the last 18 months, which is remote working, hybrid working, and everyone's been Zooming. So we're Zooming right here,
Yeah,
right now. So essentially what you're doing is you're wanting to make this a presential experience,
yeah,
as in you want to involve every sense at a very visceral layer that's going to generate higher speed learning, better awareness. And essentially you're trying to create a Zoom on steroids.
yeah, yeah. In a way, I mean, right now, because using all your sensors, and it's going to take a while for us to get the smell and all, and to get all the sensors in there. Right now, we want to focus on meetings where the location is the subject. I mean, that's the first step. So
Right.
right now, the location is the subject. The subject is the conversation, right?
Yep.
But if the subject was that room you're in, you'd be trying to walk around with your screen and kind of pointing at stuff, because this medium is not designed for us to be in your room and discuss your room. Whereas with SuperViz, it's about when being there matters, when it is the subject. So if you look at our early traction that we're getting, right? It's the things that are obvious when the subject is the location. It's real estate sales. So COVID, how do you do apartment tours?
Yep.
There's been a huge boom in just 360 virtual tours, but there's a big thing missing in that. It's the actual being there together with the buyer and the seller and having that conversation as you're walking through that. I like to say, like, these 360 virtual tours is like the real estate agent drives you around and then says, okay, here's house number one, and then waits in his car while you go in and take a look. And then when you come out, you might come back to him, but you might just walk off. He's like, wait, what did you think? So SuperViz in that scenario is you set up the appointment and you walk through the apartment, you present the apartment, you hear the person, you point at things, you say, yes, this wall can be moved, yes, this can be happen. Really that human interaction that happens when you are there, which starts missing. So early traction is anything to do with real estate construction. This is an area that is ripe for innovation. They've started using 360-degree cameras already, so they already have this content, and then be able to be inside these places is a high value proposition for them. So this has been our early traction. And then on the other side, another area that we're seeing traction is education and training. Simulation training, activating the presential memory. So employee onboarding, safety training, factory tours, that kind of stuff. We're also seeing people using SuperViz quite a bit, and because it's really, really simple to use. If you compare it to some of the other tools out there in this area, the tools tend to be very complicated. It's like you creating a 3D video game for every course you're trying to teach. With SuperViz, you just have a 360 camera, take a couple of photos or videos, drag them into your browser, and then now you can start meeting people and having training sessions inside of them. So, yeah, so it's exciting. It's like and then you mentioned COVID, like the pandemic. In retrospect, it seems like we're geniuses, right? It's like that's the problem. You can't physically meet somewhere, and of course we started this before that happened. We've been working on this for 2 years, so it has been a catalyst of people looking for ways to meet in places that they now can't meet when the subject is the location, and so that has also given us a boost.